just replying to answers. There's a meme going around on the net based on a single video, and that's actually the only source. Nobody will sit there and do a transcript of it. They want you to sit there and give them the page views. It's done for getting views on YouTube. Of a person named Lloyd England, who was a cab driver who was driving around near the Pentagon on the day it was hit by an airplane. And he said specific things as within a few hours or days of whatever it happened, and that was it. And then years later, someone got him at a vulnerable moment or something. You can all decide. And he said some things that they could string together, tack together, and make it sound like a confession. Did you figure out Lloyd England was telling the truth about when he recanted the previous story? So now he has two stories. Helping set up the attack on the United States with airplanes. All right. A cab driver helped set up airplane or rocket attacks on the Pentagon. By the government. And he's still alive? Or he died later? I'm actually putting this into reality context, not Game of Thrones horseshit mode. Did you get your feelings hurt too much? When you get a person who's supposed to be researching the facts and they play antagonism games, you're number one. What about the next person who's going to get mad? But he did confess. He said it was planned and followed it off with, we came across the bridge together. Two pieces of wording that are from separate sentences that you strung together because you read it somewhere. I heard it on Reddit. Isn't that enough? This is something I responded to already. All I said was he confessed. He didn't confess. Fuck you. And that's the end of it. He literally didn't confess. All I said was he confessed. Yeah, all you said was something that was bombastically untrue because you won't provide corroboration. What do you have? An audio and video recording of a person talking, being recorded. And you can't quote it verbatim. This is like people who quote things out of context from the Bible and from our Constitution. Most of you don't know about the Second Amendment's other components. There's other stuff in there. Most of you don't read any of this shit. You only read the parts you want to hear. Say it with me. Put up a video. I admit the 9/11 Truth Movement lied about what thermite is. Thermite is not an explosive, nor is nanothermite. Are you going to take the reality-based pledge? No. Then you're not allowed to play here. You go back to the sandbox. You get to figure out that putting a pyramid upside down makes it cave in. You know, basic shit. If you build your belief system on the weakest fucking thing you can find, thermite's an explosive. There were bombs. I agree with most of what you say, and 9/11 certainly happened. Oh, really? Are you going to acknowledge that the 9/11 truthers are literally set up to make everybody look crazy if they question a stupid fucking report done by a bunch of bureaucrats? Yeah, the 9/11 Commission report was shit. You can question pieces of it all you want to, but no, you don't question it. You make up shit about it. People even lie about what it contained. It's a massive fucking pile of shit. But it has useful stuff in it. And there's some stuff you could critique. Do you critique it? No. You don't critique it. You don't critique the conclusions. You just look for bizarre things to bring up in the comment sections on YouTube and then demand that nobody take away your red flag you and take away your gun rights because you're obsessed with weird shit. Get some fucking help. I live right outside of New York City across the water, but I also never heard of some idiot saying the event was fake. Yeah, I'm rereading. We're retreading here. We've certainly been lied to in regards to the story they fed us about the event. Really? All right. Name something that they actually said, chapter and verse, give me a fucking link, that turned out to be not true later with facts. Not, I'm going to be upset by this or I'm going to claim something that isn't real. And this is the problem I have with this. This constant need to continually say things, did we hurt your feelings? Because we won't do what I asked. If you're going to present somebody's testimony about how Donald Trump is guilty as fuck of collaborating with the Russians, wouldn't you want things in context with a full quote and a goddamn a transcript of a video if you said it was revealed in a video? How many of you know the actual quote when Donald Trump was recorded saying, grab her in the what? Do you know the rest of it, or is it just that expression on a bumper sticker you read? You don't know it, do you? You're going to have to go look it up, aren't you? I don't remember it either, because I don't care. Lloyd England gave testimony and was on the news and was thrown into being in the spotlight from being an ordinary cab driver who was rather old at the time and was just trying to make a damn living. He's a Johnny Punch Clock. And suddenly he's being asked questions and being fucking harassed. Yeah, because a lot of you all, conspiracy theorists, threatened to kill him because you claimed he was in on it. Like you said, he was telling the truth about helping set up a crime, killing thousands of people. Because we have to exonerate the guilty people, which are the conspiracy theory people's favorite bedfellows, the people you blow at night. The Islamic fundamentalists that did it. And what do they tell you to say? Jews did it. And I'm going to repeat that. You have been told over and over again to blame Jewish people for something that their mortal enemies did to us. And acknowledged it, admitted it, and took credit for it, and celebrated in the streets in some areas. Well, yeah, they have to celebrate in the streets, and they're all Arabs, so you can hate on the Muslims. But you won't acknowledge that indicates that they admit they did it. No, they're in on it too. They literally took credit for it. Somehow, and this has to be about whatever it is you want it to be. Confiscation of guns, monitoring you on your Facebook page where you're apparently sending genital pics to your girlfriend and your wife doesn't know about it. No one gives a flying fuck about any of your people's opinions. I'm the only one on earth. I am your father confessor. Think about that for a minute. You feel the need to bring it to me because everyone else told you, I'm not going to talk to you. You're stupid. The world has gotten over this. You have to find a bunch of your friends on the internet to think the same way and be part of a club, like some really fucked up fandom. I am Pickle Rick. You have to literally make a subculture out of this. And you say, did we hurt your feelings? No, you didn't. You refuse to corroborate what you're saying. You won't even read your own data sources. None of you have any validity. You're seeking validation from a homeless guy in Portland, Oregon, because everyone else told you, I'm tired of your bullshit. You're not invited to parties anymore. Why don't you go get laid or something? Well, this is obviously angry responses like, you probably have a life that's extremely minimal. You, the person watching that said this kind of shit to me over the last ever since I found out that I was being lied to by the people who claimed 9/11 was an inside job. Ever since I found out that they were lying to me, and I debunked the shit out of them. They got mad at me. Didn't get shot. Got threatened a lot. I have been through enough crap, even then, that I literally am recklessly, stupidly not scared of anybody who points a gun at me or threatens to do something. Because honestly, until I'm physically being touched, I don't respond. Because I don't care. Literally the sticks and stones rule. Yes, I've been hit in the head with a stick and hit in the head with a stone. And then I used it on them, because that's what you do. And by the way, another basic, straightforward thing. None of you have come up with any valid reason why the United States would actually attack itself. No, it's not covering up anything, because the data was lost. No, it didn't cover up some loss. You know about it. All the things you claim to be incredibly in the know about are things that are very easy to find. You're not that fucking clever. Neither am I. Again, the challenge to the 9/11 truther community is to make a very simple thing happen. Make a text version of what you claim happened in this video by making a transcript of the video available and archive it so that you can't change your bullshit story, and then let the rest of us critique it by saying, did you actually lie even in that? Because every single 9/11 truther I found has to do some kind of lying every time they do it. It's their way of saying, well, I'm just going to put a little lie in here just to fuck with them. No, all you're doing is proving that you don't give a fuck about the truth. Every one of you. Did it hurt your feelings too much? That was the best comeback of the week. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And yeah, I'll post this in response to the comments. And yeah. Go get laid.